Top voices on the Federal Reserve. Here's what they're saying. First, CNBC Taway.
But isn't there a credibility factor, too? I mean, you want the Fed to be cutting rates as the inflation numbers are moving farther away from the Fed's own forecast and target. Doesn't that raise some real questions about how serious the Fed is and credible the Fed is around its inflation target?
So I think credibility and inflation expectations are very, very deeply connected. And I think that inflation expectations are super important. And I think a lot of people at the Fed do as well.
Then, on Yahoo Finance.
I say that because only 18 members of the 19-member FOMC participated in that so-called dot plot. And when we looked at the different projections, it was right in the middle between holding rates steady and hiking once this year. Breaking down all those projections, 8 officials see holding rates steady this year, 3 officials see 1 rate hike, 5 see 2 rate hikes, and 1 sees 4 hikes.
Then, on Fox Business.
I was honored to be able to introduce him at his hearing, and this is going to be a new day in the Federal Reserve. I think he's uniquely positioned to be able to lead. It's a tough hand, there's no doubt about it, but he's going to bring new thinking, creative thinking, and I think a steady hand to the Fed.
Then, on Wall Street Journal.
The Federal Reserve made its second consecutive interest rate cut of the year on Wednesday, which was widely expected. What wasn't expected was how the Fed Chair, Jay Powell, pushed back against the same expectations that the Fed would automatically cut interest rates again in December.
A further reduction in the policy rate at the December meeting is not a foregone conclusion. Far from it.
Some officials are worried about the labor market getting weaker. Others are more worried about high inflation. Normally, the data comes in and tells you, here's really where things are, and that narrows the differences. The government shutdown has deprived the Fed and Jay Powell of the data that might help smooth over those decisions.
Subscribe for more multi-source breakdowns.